Stitch, good morning. Don't mind it? Okay. Hi, Jessica. Natish, hello. Jerry, Stitch did not care for what you said. Sorry, friend. Good job, Stitch. Nitesh, hello. Boy, it's a wild one tonight, huh, girl? Tonight, this morning. Good morning, everybody. It's morning for us. Hello, Nitesh. Jessica's just speaking. Stitch says it's only 10 seconds. He will be back soon. You know, it is kind of sad that we had to have our youngest member correct somebody probably much older. Hey, Stitch. Hey, Jess. Good morning. I love you guys. I didn't even see it, Stitch. I just trust you. I mean, you see a lot. You see me put up with a lot. If you don't like it, then it's okay with me. I trust you. Donna, hello. Thank you. Well, anytime you want to borrow Jack, I'll allow it. Jessica says I was going to tell him that Jack was a boy. Hello, love bunnies. Uh-oh. He says he's had enough. Jessica says I didn't think... Well, you know, I call Jack Jacqueline all the time. Huh. He says, I'm just not that sensitive. I just am not. Just call me. Yes. Yes. Buddy boy. You gonna eat? All right. Did you get enough butt scratches, sir? I'm doing a circle over here. All right. Stitch says I am awake because I have been crying for the last 2 hours. Oh no, how come, Stitch? I almost want to say, don't want to say, oh no, because crying, you know, I've been so against crying my whole dang life. Now I realize how good it is for us. Even though it's usually because we're sad about something, sometimes there's happy tears. I'd really like Stitch to say I've been crying happily for 2 hours. 9 minutes ago at 2 a.m. for me. Aw, your great grandma. Yeah. I don't... Excuse me, Jackie, give it to me. Give it to... I don't care, have it. It's dirty anyways. Go ahead. He just wants me to take it from him anyways. Got my work shirt. It's dirty. Boy. Oh, come on. Oh, good, Jessica. I'm glad your headache is gone. Oh, my goodness. All right, Jackie, I need to move. So that means you need to move. What are we going to do here? All right, we will unplug the battery. Stitch, you're allowed to miss your great-grandma, but I want you to know she doesn't want you to cry about it anymore. She wants you to remember all the things you love about her. Oops. Excuse me. Excuse me. All right. What else do we need? We need the other phone. Who's this? I heard you. Yes, I got this. Okay. Yeah, your headache wouldn't go away yesterday. I remember that. BR, hello. Stitch says Jack said you don't need to work. You don't need a work shirt today. You're staying home. I wish. Jessica says he sure is keeping it. Yes. He thinks he's doing something. Hi, Mr. Dollar City. How are you? Excuse me. Are you happy, boy? See, you know, I could have fought with him and said no, but why? It's going in the wash anyways. Huh. It's going in the wash anyways, right, Baba? Huh? That's enough playing for him. Flea check. Mr. Dollar City, thank you for all of that. All right, Baba. 2 seconds. All right, move on. Good boy. There we are. Hey, Jack. Do you remember Greenie? Go get Greenie. Go get Greenie for Mom. Go get him. Let's see if he remembers it. Just anything to distract him from scratching. Scratching and biting and... Rosie, hello, good morning. And hello, Pat's Philippine Dreams. Oh, that's not Greenie, but it's okay. Oops, distraction. Oh, no. Good job, you brought Mom something. You got your teddy? Is that your teddy bear? Hmm? Rosie says, hi everyone in chat, and Jessica. Hello. Oh, look at me. Give myself a like. Now I have 4 on my screen. I like it. Oh my gosh. Bubba, your teddy bear's calling you. Come here. Come get your shirt. Come on. Oh my gosh, Stitch. Why would I be mad at you, dear? Of course I'm not mad at you. Jack, you better not. You better not. Rosie says, I've been waiting for you to go live. I've been panicking after Skits live. I need to breathe. I need breath work from Yogi. What, I just, hang on. Good boy. Can you eat for me? I'm so proud of you. You plug in my headphones because I'd be lost without them. Okay. Yay. Stitch, I am definitely not mad at you for timing somebody out. As I said, I trust you. You are more mature than most adults. So, totally trust you, Stitch. I didn't even go back to look to see what they said. That's how much I trust you. I'm absolutely not upset with you. Donnie, how are you, my friend? Very interesting short you put out the other day. Rosie, did something happen, Rosie, to you, or were you good until after Skits is live and then you started panicking? Oh, I'm seeing Jessica is validating you, Stitch, and saying yes, the guy had it coming. So there you go. I trust my girls. Absolutely. If I didn't trust you, you wouldn't be wearing blue, Stitch. What does that say for poor Donnie? Donnie, would you like a jacket? Couldn't have been me, Cat, but I'll take it, thanks. Let me see. Rosie says Skits is okay, and I should have known he wasn't okay, but I didn't. Thankfully, Jace helped him. You know, you guys, it's good that we are all there for each other and care about each other, but ultimately, I want you all to realize you are not responsible for the happiness of somebody else. So when things don't go good for a friend, I don't want anybody to take it personally take responsibility for that on them. We're here to encourage and love on each other, and that's great. But when somebody's not doing well, don't take it personally. We've all got our little journeys to go on. And Jessica says, I guess it's good. I fell asleep last night. Still can't type. Hi, Eric. How are you? Rosie says no, Skits is drunk and said he will. That's what I'm saying. You guys cannot. If anything ever does happen, you are not responsible. And sometimes, I don't know. I don't want to say anything else. You guys know I lost a couple brothers. And so we all in my family have dealt with, what could I have done? Could I have done anything to change things? And we can find reasons to feel guilty and how we failed somebody else, but ultimately we are only responsible for ourselves. Jessica, or who was Rosie was typing. I can't even read the rest, Rosie. My heart's just kind of, ugh. But I love you. I love everybody. And I'm really, really sad for anybody who has to struggle right now. And all I can do is love you from here. Rosie says, I need Yogi. Right, Jessica. That's why I kind of want to steer away from it and just, I don't know. I'm not good at confronting this, to be honest. Donnie, thank you. What kind of breathing techniques do you enjoy, Rosie? Slow and steady or nearly hyperventilating? Maybe I know a video I could recommend to help until Yogi goes live. Yogi has all sorts of videos. If anybody wants to go back, they could just hit one of his. Dog's chest. Good morning. You know that I understand. I understand why you're upset, Rosie. Stitch says, Cat, did you, Stitch, I'm having a, hang on a minute. Okay. About him looking for single girls. Yeah, I saw that. Is that what you're talking about? Rosie, I know. I know you're scared. And my dog wants to go out, so. All right. Come on, Bubba. I'm taking you. Let's go. BRB.
Shanti, Shanti, peace. Sweet Lord Jesus set us free. Every soul now shifting back into perfect peace, into divinity, into perfect peace, into divinity.
Why is it out of all the places he could poop, he poops in my wildflower garden? Hello, everyone. I'm sorry I've missed you. You give me a minute. I'm got Jack outside. I don't have a t-shirt. We shall return. Jack's back. Hi, Big Banana TV. Hi, Lee. I do have you as a stuffed toy on the shelf. Actually, it's Mia's. I stole it from her. Dogs Trust, did I say hello? Thank you, Lee. Lee says, I'm bringing in a smile and a big hug for each and every one. The day is early and can only improve. Thank you, Lee. Donnie says, I had a few nurses from Kenya when I was in the hospital last year. Real nice ladies. Okay, Donnie. You let me go see what I thought I saw. Alright, so the video I saw of yours the other day, Donnie, I didn't look at the date. I just happened to see it. It was the catheter one. And then you just mentioned nurses in the hospital. And I saw you had a video about learning to walk again. You know, I don't really know much about you, except for you hung out with Keenan. So, is this a story you share, Donnie? And would you care to share? Everybody I've met from Kenya, especially on YouTube, I've met other people IRL from Kenya. Nicest, kindest, most loving people. Jack's crazy. Stitch says last time I was in the hospital was when I was 5. I had a wild case of walking pneumonia. Stitch, I love you. Lee says, LOL, Jack flying. Then off dead again. Fast, wow. You would like to tell your story? I missed you. One day, shoot, where'd it go? You have not told your story, but you'd love to one day. Well, I'd love to hear it. Because you know when you don't really know somebody's story, you just know a tiny bit, you kind of tread very carefully because you don't know, because they don't talk about it. You don't know what they're comfortable with talking about. So, I'd love to hear your story when you're ready, Donnie. Did he go in my closet and get something? What did you got my hairband? You're so funny. Oh, funny boy. Yes, you are. I love you so much. You're such a good boy. Donnie says, my kid's mother passed, and I wasn't making great decisions while in pain and wrecked my truck, broke my back, and a handful of other things. I left physical therapy August of last year in a wheelchair. But now I'm walking with a cane and healing from the inside out. Wow, Donnie, thank you. Wow. Sounds like you have a really powerful message and you're living it right now, Donnie. Stitchy says, wow, Cat, look at that pretty red hair. Jack's red hair, it's beautiful, right? Thank you, my friend Stitchy, and thank you, Donnie. Lee says, Donnie, keep up the fight, my friend. Things get better. So glad you're getting better. I found Keenan and all of you because of the accident. I had a lot of time. I have somewhat, not accident, but a sickness brought me to YouTube. Stitch says, no, your red hair. Jack is a dragon. We should make a picture like that, right? Jack the red dragon. Lee says, thanks, brother. You know, Donnie, I think you should be hanging out a lot more. You know, I think you've maybe heard that we have some friends that are really struggling right now. Maybe you're here right now for a reason. Well, obviously you are, but maybe there's another reason right here, right now in front of us. Wow, Donnie, you're pretty awesome. Thank you for being here. I love you. Jack is watching the Irish Setter on the TV. And my good friends and little sister Stitch says, I'm the baby, gotta love me. Jessica's back. I'm glad you're back, Jess. Donnie says, thank you. I love you too. Much love. And Stitch says, are you okay, Jessica? And Jessica says, thank you, Lee. All right. What is the time? 3:38. Oh, look at my hair. Oh, my gosh. I don't think I actually looked in the mirror yet. Shock and horror. Stitch says it is 2:40 a.m. Thank you. Boy, if I could go back and have another hour, what I could do with that hour, my goodness. I was telling somebody yesterday I just need some more time in the morning. Should I get up extra early? Hey, that's enough. Here, Jackie. All right, come here. Jessica says meds kicked in, nothing new. Stitch says, Cat, I have a question. Yes, dear. What are these pieces of paper on that door over there? They are, oh, just pages that were colored by my other babies who are still in Florida. Just some, I think they're gators or something. Oops. Is that what you're talking about? That's all it is. I don't see them, so it just helps me remember them a little bit. How sweet they are. And next time I see them, they'll be quite grown up. They already are. They are cute. Lee says we have cooler temps today. I'm so thankful for that. And cloud cover, so not as warm. The sunburn and heat stroke is getting better. I'm glad about that. Stitch says I don't think Sasha knows I'm crying. What does she do when she notices? I told you I had a good day of crying the other day. And Jack was just so sweet. He'd come over and he'd look at me. Be like, are you okay? And then he'd see I was just throwing snot everywhere. He's like, I'm getting out of here. Lee says, sorry to hear that, Stitch. Donnie says it feels good to let out a good cry. You know, it's becoming a practice. You hate to say that. You know, I was raised, you know, you don't cry. You don't show your emotions in public. Sit down, shut up. That was me growing up. So to now be at this age and crying being a regular practice, oh, it's kind of hard. Stitch says she lays in my lap and will just lay there and let me snuggle her. Yeah, we love our pets. Jessica says that Bane sticks his nose in my face when I cry. Oh, I love our animals. Oh, Jessica's, yep, back to school. Donnie says, same here, sister. There ain't no can't get over it. Don't be a girl, etc. Yes, right, right. So I mean, I beat myself up when I cry. I'm like, oh God, I hate that. What are you doing? Oh, whatever. Be quiet, ego. You know when they say Jesus said, devil, get behind me, or Satan, get behind me, something, that idea, I'm always like, ego, get behind me. Get behind me, Satan. Stitch. I'm not a pretty crier. You know what, Stitch? I think if somebody's a pretty crier, maybe they're not doing it right. That's just my personal opinion. If it ain't a good ugly cry, it's not a cry. Donnie says we were taught that instead of giving ourselves compassion, when I got into a bad headspace, I try to think about how would I treat this if it were one of my babies? I'd give it love and kindness. Donnie, you sound just like Yogi. He reminds us, you know, if that was a child, you wouldn't scold the child for crying Or you wouldn't scold the child for making a mistake. You'd give it love and kindness. You're, oh my gosh, you're in the right place. Stitches, I hate crying because then I'm ugly. I wish I could just be pretty 24/7. Well, you are pretty 24/7, Stitch. And Jessica says, I have to really be hurt to cry. Lee says, so you're telling me the crying actors on TV are not pretty crying actors? That's shocking, LOL. I hope I'm going to say this right. Adi, hello sister, how are you and where are you from? I am from India. Namaste. Happy Independence Day. And namaste to you too. We are in Tennessee, USA. Oh, Jackie, are you hanging your head in thoughts of what the day is going to bring today? Huh? I never saw as soon as I saw my schedule, I just like, okay, okay. Rosie, are you still there, baby? I just want to tell you I love you so much. Adi says, sister, your dog is so cute. Thank you. He says, thank you. And Lee says, Cat, the storm will pass, and with your sunshine, it'll be a good day. Thank you, Lee. Adi says, I am subscribed to your channel. Well, thank you. Let me go look over here. I will subscribe back to you. There we go. We are now sub-friends. Subby friends. There is light after a tunnel, right? And you have sometimes that tunnel makes you appreciate the light, right? Yes. Thank you, guys. And she says, actually, my name is, well, I don't know she. Why did I say she? Apologies. Actually, my name is Adit. No, I just can't. Aditya? Adia? Mmm. Mmm. Lisa's cat, remember, I love you. We all love you, and you're going to be okay. I am. I am going to be fine. Thanks for that, Lee. I know I'm going to be fine. I'm worried about all the rest of you. Y'all, I don't know about you. I'm so kidding. Rosie says, yes, I'm here. See, Poochie needs to quit all that scratching. Hey, Bub. Bub. He's totally ignoring me. Stop. Stop. You stop. Okay. Okay, you stop. Here's my boy. Okay. Oh, my laundry's done. Donnie Boy says, sometimes you're on top of the waves seeing the shore, sometimes you're at the bottom of the wave surrounded by water. It will all pass. Yes, Lisa's glad you're here, Rosie, and we're all going to be okay. I didn't notice Jessica. I can't see. Big Banana says, Donnie, the Lord has heard your cry, and I know you will be okay, my brother. Anna says, good morning, Cat. Anna, you're here early. You stressed me out. I was like, oh gosh, I haven't done anything to get ready yet, and Anna's here. Hello, Anna. Oh yeah, hey guys, if you don't mind clicking the like button, that would be great. Jack might turn around and say hi if he gets more likes. Right? Be quiet, Cat. Big Banana. Derek says, Anna. Adrian says, hello from early AM in Vegas. Well, hello, Vegas. Do you live there? Are you visiting? And welcome. Jessica says, I'm going to my corner. Aw. Derek from Big Banana TV says, I believe and I will never forget you in my prayers, Donnie. You're welcome for subscribing to you, but I'm still not going to remember how to say your name correctly. Please forgive me in advance. Adrian says, I live here in Vegas. Oh, nice. Donnie says, thank you, Banana. That's so sweet, and I accept, even though there are many others who need them more than me. And namaste. Adrian says, I can see all the bright lights from my deck here in Summerlin. It's beautiful, but I don't like going down there. Too busy. Yeah. Too busy is what I think too. Just thinking about it. I have to go check this out and try to copy something. Body. I'm just going to screenshot it and see if I can get help with it, with your name. Oh my gosh, I don't know how to screenshot on this phone. Do it. Okay, I give up. Jessica, no panicking. Everything's fine, my friend. You were saying you were getting cold. Happy Saturday to you too, Praveen. Good afternoon. Anna, I am well, thank you. I hope you are too. Adi says, okay, bye, sister. Nice to meet you and take care of yourself. Have a nice day. Thank you for coming in, and it was nice to meet you too. Yes. Yes, Praveen. And Lee says, I hope you'll be okay, Jessica. And she says, be right back. Okay. Jack. Not allowed. Praveen says, Shrivastava is famous surname in India. I see. And Donnie says, why the panic, Jessica? Maybe try box breathing for a minute. He reminds breathe in for 4 seconds, hold for 4 seconds, release for 4 seconds, and after release, hold your breath for 4 before starting again, and do it 4 times. And Anna says, take care, Adi. And Praveen says, thanks, Auntie, for confirming. I should just, sometimes I'm like, I'll just let them answer. But I just met them, so it was like I wanted to be, I just met them. Yes, they are. All right. I'm really getting nothing done towards getting ready. Praveen says, Auntie, keep making short video. I like to see your short videos. Thank you, Praveen. I do, when the spirit moves me. I have a few drafts, just waiting for something to come along to add to them. But thanks. Oh, so Praveen, did you get up and sing yesterday? Were you awake? Lisa's going to wish everyone a good day, sending lots of positive energy to all, and hope to see you all again. I'm off to sleep. Good. I'm glad to hear that, Lee. Enjoy your day, and thanks for hanging out for a little while with us. I love you, Lee. Praveen says nope. And Donnie says, good night, Magnetic. See you, brother. And Adi says, okay, Anna. And Lee says, sleep is part healing process when you've been ill. Well, what is it when you've not been ill and you just want to sleep and sleep and sleep and sleep, but it's not depression? I just love sleep so much. Things are easier when you're sleeping. For me, anyways. Anna says, I missed Yogi's evening live stream. I was half asleep. I don't remember where I was or what I was doing. I know I was cooking. Lee says that's resting the body. It's different. Praveen. I'm happy to hear Auntie's melodious voice. Okay, your name. I have to. Caesarism is order. Says, dogs are a very nutritious meal. Most people don't know this. Okay, thanks for the laughs. I'd agree. Most people don't know that. They probably don't want to know that. You Jack, you very nutritious meal, boy. You hungry? I hungry, boy. Come see me. Come see me, boy. I hear you very nutritious. I'm sorry. I'm very hungry.
Om Shanti Shanti peace. Sweet Lord Jesus set us free. Every soul now shifting heaven into perfect peace, into divinity, into perfect peace, into divinity.
If we ever get really desperate, we'd eat the chickens first. Praveen says Jack is my love. I think Jack would really, really like you, Praveen. Caesareanism says the dog can be eaten. It's just an animal, not a human. Right. I get it. And you know, ultimately, this is all just an illusion in my eyes. So I got you. And if you want to go there, people could be eaten too. But you know, is it the right thing to do? Well, maybe not for me. Maybe for somebody else. Donnie says you can eat piles of giraffe feces too. Doesn't mean you should. Right. Good one. Oh my goodness. How did we end up here this morning? I'm glad you're back, Jessica. I was going to call you Caesar. Do you go around looking for channels with dogs, which there are plenty, and just put that out there to see what kind of reaction you get? Good way to start a conversation, right? Might be hostile. Jessica says, what did I come back to? A wannabe disturber of the peace, Jess. Haha. Jessica says, we are not into eating our pets around here. I think Caesar was just stating a fact. That's all. Praveen says dogs are man's best friend. Agreed. But to somebody who doesn't have that connection, dog is just as good as anything else to eat. I get it. That's just not my part of the illusion. Oh, Anna's and Anna's talking about food now. I don't know how I feel about it. Anna says, I am making a salad with lentils, chickpeas, rice, avocado, olive oil, and lemon juice. That sounds very healthy. Okay, Rosie says I'm going to go to sleep. I'll do breath work later. Bye, everyone. I love you, Rosie, and if you can sleep a little bit, that would be great. And I will see you today, I'm sure, around. I'm sending you lots of love, Miss Rosie. Praveen says, Caesar, looks like you must be having a very sad life. Please join our friend Yogi Sir live breathing and meditation classes. You will feel better, my guarantee. That's very kind of you, Praveen. Everybody's saying good night, Rosie, or good morning, Rosie, and see you later. And Stitch says, I am back. Why are you sorry? You are just fine. And Rosie says, good night, Jessica. Bye, Donnie. And bye, Anna. Bye, Rosie. We love you. All right, Cat. Ooh, what a morning. Darn it, I just took my glasses off. I missed, but Praveen's had one last comment for Caesar. You're correct, my friend. Dogs are not humans. They are much better than humans. I kind of agree. They're just not confused about who they are. And that's what makes them, quote unquote, better than humans. Did I say good morning, Miss Lucy? Good morning, Lucy. Yogi in an hour. That was from Stitch. And Praveen says, hello, Lucy, ma'am. Good afternoon. Hi, Carl. Hello is to my friend Carl with a beautiful head of hair. How are you today? Stitch says, Cat, are you mad? I lost you at UAView. I already told you I wasn't mad. Man, this is not working for me. This whole working 9 to 5. Oh, I think you're going to unicorns, Lucy. I don't think I meant to go to work today. All my stuff is hiding from me. I never had this problem before. Well, okay. I do have that problem sometimes. Just not to this extent. Ooh, where's all my stuff? Good morning, William. Oh. You're up awful early. Are you not sleeping still, William? Should I not bring that up? Amazing. Okay. You know, I kind of feel like I've stepped into not quite my life, but just a little bit of an alternate. Like things are kind of the same, but just a tiny bit off. Can't quite put my finger on it. Not bad off, just a little different. Like maybe I got off on the wrong stop on the elevator this morning. Is that possible? Nino, hello, my friend. Good to see you. Stitch says 10 by 9. What is that? What is 10 by 9? I've missed you, Nino. I'm glad to see you today. Oh, you're getting my brain going so I can be ready for work. Thank you, Stitch. Praveen says, Auntie, catch you later. It's my prayer time and we'll do lunch. Okay. Very good, Praveen. I love you and I will see you later, my friend. Hi, Easy. Thank you for the like. And hello. 11 times 2. Oh, I got you. Hey, Stitch, you do homeschooling, right? I have a hypothetical question. Oh gosh, I did that wrong. Oh gosh. Two times 5. Don't know. I'm in big trouble. I don't think I'm able to drive. I'm glad to see everybody saying hello to each other. So glad to see Nino back. $11 plus 11 is the same as 11, is it? I still can't think of it. Nina says, what's been up, Cat? What I miss? You missed nothing. I love you so much, Stitch. All right, let's see how I did. Not too bad. Go me. 5 plus 5 is the same. Okay, so listen, I have a question about homeschooling. I want your opinion. Are you ready? Nina says, Jessica, have you been feeling okay? I didn't see Yogi. Nina says, hello, Yogi. Wherever you are. Cat, how I get mod? I don't know. You had it before you left. Frederick, hello.
Shanti, Shanti,
says, I have always liked mathematics. Okay, so here we go. Here's my question. My hypothetical question. So homeschoolers are reminded by each of their teacher quite often about, gosh, I can't remember the words, but Stitch is going to know what I'm talking about. And it's in reference to using your own work. You're not supposed to go online and get the information and copy and paste. And they say, use somebody else's work. My question is, if they're allowed to use calculators, is that the same as saying, hey Siri, how much is 9 times 36? Is there any difference in asking Siri for an answer and using a calculator? Yes, plagiarization is part of it, but the name of the rule has got 2 words, and it is about integrity. Yogi says, hello, Nino. Good morning. That's my question, Stitch. Is there any difference between using Siri and using a calculator? Nina says, nope, only Alexa. No, I don't know, Stitch. I just wanted to know. What was your opinion on that? And obviously I know because, wait, I'm not supposed to use Siri? It tells me everything. Oh my gosh. Stitch says Lilo is in bed. Stitch is up pretending to be Elvis Presley, but I'm not a boy, so I'm going to be a girl version of Stitch. It's great. Nina says Jack looks so comfortable. He does. Jessica says you are only allowed to use what the school sends. Stitch says, okay, I'm safe. I don't use Alexa. I only use Siri. Yeah, I don't see. I wonder. I'm not trying to call anybody out, but I'm wondering at what point. Because in algebra, I believe you are allowed to use a calculator, right? So what is the difference between punching in numbers and asking a question? And Jessica says my daughter had to use her calculator. Nina says kids got it easy these days. Back in my days, using a calculator was called cheating. Right, it was always show your work, show your work. But I think I never got to any advanced mathematics. But I think at some point you were allowed to use a calculator. But like I said, I don't know why I think that, because I didn't make it that far. Stitch says, girl, I do not know algebra. I know you're not there yet. I think, is 8th grade the first year? Stitch says, oops, wrong spelling. Sorry, that's okay. I think I knew what you meant. Nina says it was basic math for me. That was my least liked subject. Same. But you know, I did have a friend, a boy, who I think our intelligence was very, very similar. And he would really make me work to do good in math because I wanted to be better than him. We had this friendly competition. Donnie Boy says, teacher used to tell me you won't always have a calculator on you. No, now we have a different type of calculator. Stitch says, you did. I hate words and words hate me. They're just words. It's not that serious, Stitch. Nina says, I struggled with pre-cal. Anna says, what was your favorite subject, Nino? He says science. Wow. Science by far. Yogi's saying hello to everybody. Stitch says, I need breath work when you go live, Yogi. I know you've already had several requests. Several people waiting on you, Yogi. You might have to start going live earlier. I'm hoping Rosie went to sleep, but Rosie did mention. I'm just telling y'all, go to bed early at night and these things won't happen. Be safe in Sleepland. Nino says, Yogi, what is a burpee? Nino, are you being serious? Did you hear my stomach? It's also questioning you. Jessica says, I couldn't help but lay down yesterday. Stitch says, who said I go to bed? No little Debbie's on hand. Coffee. I think I'm out of coffee too. I'm just out of luck today. I'm way behind. I'm way behind. Hi, Big Al. Nito says, I saw your work video, Cat. You got easy job. I was just showing you the easy day. Jessica says, I've had no coffee today either. Oh my, yes, we need coffee. Stitch says, I had A whole box of Little Debbie's with rolls. Uh-oh. Anna says, good morning, Big Al. Oh, hi, Big Al. I saw you, but I don't think I read you. Come back here. Oh, the shanty, shanty, shanty. Hello. How are you, Big Al? Nina's cat, was that a Dodge Charger? I saw you in. You sure you can handle that? No, not a Dodge Charger. More like a Dodge Dart, which is oddly reminiscent of my very first car, which was a Dodge Colt. Yogi in 30 says Stitch, thank you. Yep. See, you gotta laugh. Oh, LOL, a dart. Yes. Small cars. Well, most of my job is a lot of my job is driving. So, yes. Oh my gosh, Nino, my tummy is really talking to you this morning. Did you hear that? That's kind of embarrassing. It wants to know, what do you have to say about small cars? Huh? What you got to say? You heard that. Big Al says, I'm better now that I've made it to your stream. Aw, I've missed hearing your calming voice. Thank you. My stuffy voice? So weird. Nino says, feed me, Seymour. I just think it wants coffee. See, it says coffee. Stitch says cat wants a chocolate chip muffin and a... Oh, how dare you. Now you've gone too far. You have gone too far. I just, you've got me stuttering and speechless. Oh my goodness. Banana Nut and Dr. Pepsi. Dr. Pepsi. You meant coffee or Pepsi. Okay, all is forgiven. You know, Carl didn't even jump in and say anything. Carl's been very quiet today. Chocolate chip muffin and a Pepsi. Sounds awesome. And Stitch says Jessica agrees with me. Nina says glad Jessica's feeling okay. Anna says Nino, banana or banana. Well, if Derek from Big Banana TV were here, he would say banana. Of course. Ooh. I'm so not ready. Like I'm just not. Oh, come on. Here we go. Hello, Knitter. How are you? You did see Carl. He was here earlier. Nino says the incorrect punctuation and correct both works. I call it slang editorial. I've been really well, Big Al. How about you? Although you may not think it by if you had heard me earlier, I said us. Who is the us I am speaking of? Don't know. Yeah, talking about crying, having spells of crying, and how it's become almost a habit. But that's actually a good thing. So you came in at the right time. You missed all the crying discussion. How about you, Big Al? Have you had a big cry lately? Do you want to talk about it? Stitch says, Cat, we have, I don't know, so missions. And the Knitter says, I'm good. How are you? Really good, thanks. And Anna says, thank you for answering me, Nino. Jessica says, minding my own Pepsi and get pulled into stuff. Sheesh. Nino says, I be typing fast, make lots of errors. Please excuse my typos. Sure. And Nino says, Jessica, my bad. Stitch says, hey, I am still crying. Me saying Coke to you makes me feel better. Oh, I see. Big Al says, bless you, Cat. Virtual hug. I did cry recently, but it's because someone I served with passed away. No matter what the reason, I think crying is good. I know there's probably some situation where maybe too much crying isn't. I don't know. But for me, and for definitely a loss. I'm sorry you had a loss. There's a lot of that going around. But crying's good. No meteor showers. It was cloudy. I missed it. There's my friend Carl. Carl, you heard her messing with me, right? She was talking about Coke. I thought for sure you were going to join in and say something like, we'll park the Coke truck over at your house, Cat. The last time I saw a rainbow, it's been a little while. We need to find our pretty blonde boy. Well, you know, I don't believe he was really a pretty blonde boy, so if you want to keep looking for him, you can. Hi, Jack. Is that Jacqueline? Oh, hello. Stitch says 20 minutes. And Jacqueline says, gracias. Cordial greetings from Argentina. Well, welcome. We're not going to go that far, Stitch. You know I'm trying to get... I'm trying to get sponsored by Pepsi. Because why not? I'm already employed by them. And not only do I want to be sponsored, I want to create a new job that I'd be perfect for with Pepsi. That would work well with my YouTube channel. Just gotta find a Pepsi shirt for Jack. Jack needs a uniform. He looks very tired, doesn't he? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. That's so cute, puppy. Stitch says our friend changes his name every 2 weeks. He probably does. You never know, Stitch. You may have come across him again and he might have been somebody else. Just, I really appreciate the time because he was hilarious. He was very funny. So I just appreciate the time we had with that entity known as Michael. Carl says, I think Coca-Cola should sponsor you. You know, Carl, as long as I didn't have to wear red, if Pepsi just won't hear me out, I'd have to look after my best interests. And since, me and Jack are both redheads and Coke's color is red, it might be a match. I'm not totally saying no. Jacqueline is laughing and thumbs up. Oh, Nino likes RC best. Just doesn't sell. It doesn't sell a lot here. I'd be drinking it live on air. Well, listen. Obviously, if Coke says we're going to give you everything you want, Kat, because we know you're going to provide us with some awesome content and you have some great ideas, I would obviously not be employed for Pepsi anymore because that would definitely be a conflict of interest. Big Al says, see you all later. Bye, Big Al. It was very nice seeing you this morning. I hope you have a great day. Nino says, Cat, that music, LOL, meditation music. It is. Well, it's just a prayer for peace. Jacqueline says that puppy owns the bed. That's for sure. He does own the bed. He just lets me sleep on it. Oh my gosh, Carl says they're giving you a tent because Tina owns the house. You know what, Carl? Tents can be really cool. Is it a tent like a yurt? Because that would be nice. But I was thinking more like an RV because we would be traveling to different locations. And we're going to be cheerleaders for the employees. What do you think? But Tina owns my house now. Did you change over the deed to Tina? I think you guys might have a fight with the bank because ultimately they're the ones who own the house. Which one does Mia prefer? Oh, Coke or Pepsi? I think she's a Dr. Pepper girl, which is pretty neutral because Dr. Pepper can be carried by Coke or Pepsi, or by Dr. Pepper themselves. What is that, Snapple? Dr. Pepper Snapple. The tent would be outside the Pepsi factory. There is grass. Is it the factory or is it the plant I work out of? I have to think about this. There's a church next door. I bet you they'd let me come in and sleep. Cat, this is from Nino. Trivia question. Can you tell me the name of the hamburger restaurant in the Happy Days? No cheating. If I could, it would probably be Divinely Gifted because I have seen a few episodes of Happy Days, but if I would be more likely to have watched Laverne and Shirley. Hmm. I think I'm gonna fail because Mel's Diner came to my head. And I know that's not right. Jacqueline says, in my city, it is the time 5:46 a.m. Also going to sleep. A good day. Thank you for coming by, Jacqueline. It was very nice to have you. Nina says, LOL, Laverne and Shirley. Oh, I just like that better. The answer is Arnold's. I saw his face, but I could not think of his name. Jackie Crew, it's just a woman who makes do you? Well, there it is. There it was. The whole dang time. Oh no. There we go. I got lucky, Carl. Yes, Yogi did know the answer. He just wasn't fast enough to the computer. I wonder if I could clock in and immediately go to lunch to avoid being late. We could try it and find out. I wonder if that would work. What's the name of the bar on Three's Company? Yogi knows that one too. Oof. Dang it. Oof. Jeez. Yes, what is it? The Regal Beagle. It matters to Carl. Carl, we've discussed this though. You know, if you would go live more, which maybe is not a possibility for you, but That's the only difference between us, is that I go live a little more consistently. Or more often, not consistently, more often. Thank you for holding my shoes, Jack. You're the best. Yogi says, I'm old and watch a lot of TV as a kid. We played a lot too, though. Nina says, the good old days, Yogi. Hi, Happy. How are you? Happy says, hello, ma'am. I hope you and your puppy are doing well. We are doing well. Thank you. And happy to see you, Happy. Yogi says, yes, exactly, Nina, my friend. All right. Shoes. I'm glad you're doing well. Nina says, I'm a big Dallas fan. J.R. Ewing is the man. Oh my gosh. Who shot J.R.? Did they ever find out who shot J.R., by the way? Or have you not gotten to that part? Did I ruin something for you? Carl says, I agree with what Fran just said to me there. Well, Carl, I missed Fran and what Fran said. But what I do want to tell you, Carl, is that I love you. I love you so much. Likes, no likes, that doesn't matter. I love you so much, and I hope you have a great day, Carl. And thank you for coming in this morning. I like you bunches. Thought I was going to sing, didn't you? Nope. Nina says, really, who did shoot JR? I never found out. Did anybody? Oh, Yogi says, I thought it ended up being a dream. We forgot Yogi's here. Just ask Yogi what happened. It ended up being a dream. That's such a cop out, right? It's like they got themselves into such a mess and they don't know how to save it, so let's just make it all a dream. It's like us. Maybe one day we'll wake up and be like, oh, it was all a dream. It felt so real. Oh my goodness. Nino says, oh, I remember him being in the hospital. Oh my goodness. Anna says, are you eating an apple, Yogi? Oh, Carl says, Jessica, just upset me. Carl, I don't think she ever meant to upset you, my friend. And I love you. And Jessica says, I'm sorry, Carl. So, no reason to be upset, friend. We all love you. You know Jessica loves you. She's here for you every day, Carl. Nino says Under Armour sponsors Pepsi. These are our older uniforms right now. They've gone to their own company, which sucks. It's crap. I wish they'd go back, but you know, I keep all my uniforms, so whatever fits me best is what I stay with. See, you got the shoes and shirt, I know. Sometimes I walk in there and act like I work here and stuff. I was thinking about doing a video with all the different uniforms over the past 10 years that we've gone through. It's been a lot. We went from mechanics, basic blues, to kind of what we're doing today.
Oh, Shanti, Shanti, sweet Lord Jesus, set us free. Every soul now shifting.
Hello, Muhammad. I am doing well. I hope you are too. Good to see you. Nino says 3 minutes till yogi. Thank you. Yogi says, LOL, I am eating an apple and the pressure is on. 2 minutes to go. Jessica says, still can't spell. Dang. I didn't even notice. You're good. Mohammed says, good morning, Anna. And Carl says, I can't eat apples. Not even if you slice them? What if you mush them? What if you mush apples and make applesauce? Ooh, applesauce with cinnamon. So good. Carl says Yogi is in the tent with Cat and Jessica. Well, we're having a great time. Does anybody want to come with us? It's a really big tent. It's a fancy one. Anna says, what is your favorite fruit, Carl? Good question. Jessica says, well, at least I made the tents where all the cool kids are. Look at Jack. Oh my goodness. What is he? Oh, are you okay? I won't tell you what he looks like he's doing in his dream. His poor little legs. I should leave him alone, but it's okay. In case he's having a bad dream. It's okay. You know? Exactly. Carl says I would ban cinnamon. And Nino says, well, everyone have a great day. It's time for Yogi Bear. All right, guys. I love you all. I love you, I love you, I love you. Thank you for hanging out with me. Thank you for the laughter, the tears, ooh, it's just been a morning. Thank you for all your time. I appreciate you guys so much, and I look forward to mornings and seeing all my friends.